Donald Trump Jr. returning to the witness stand in New York today. This time he's being called by defense lawyers as they begin their case in a civil fraud trial that could alter the family's real estate empire. ABC News senior investigative reporter Aaron Katersky is at that New York City courthouse, and let's talk to him, and contributor and law professor at the University of Baltimore School of Law, Kim Whaley. Aaron, Donald Trump Jr. distanced himself from these financial statements at the center of the case when he testified 2 weeks ago. So what's he expected to say today?
I think he's going to reiterate that point, that he did, in fact, sign the statements of financial condition that inflated his father's net worth by as much as $2 billion, according to the New York Attorney General's office. But he did so on the advice of accountants. He said, "We relied at the Trump Organization on highly paid accountants to do accounting." And so he says he can't possibly be blamed. And that's really the crux of the defense case, that there were experts guiding the process the whole time, and that no one was actually defrauded. The banks and insurance companies that the Attorney General's office says were duped never complained about the terms of the loan or that the Trumps didn't pay anything back, so there was no complainant, no victim, no injury.
Kim, how does all the testimony we've heard so far from the Trumps and other witnesses, how did that all, do you think, set the stage for the defense to now make their case? What are you expecting to hear from them?
Well, just as Aaron indicated, they're going to say, we didn't know what our accountants were doing, and also that this is just business, that, you know, the idea of putting a number on a value for a piece of property, it's an art, it's not a science, and the banks were sort of in on it, and that was their responsibility to do their own due diligence. What's left right now is disgorgement, or the amount of money that the Trump team will have to pay back. So I think Donald Trump's lawyers are mainly playing to the cameras and to the public, because the last round after he testified, he did quite a bit of fundraising off of it. So I think this isn't so much for the judge as it's for the larger picture of Donald Trump's defense in the public eye.
So, Aaron, who else is expected to take the stand before this trial wraps up?
After Donald Trump Jr., we're expected to hear from one of former President Trump's tax attorneys, Sherry Dillon. We're also going to hear from a number of expert witnesses that the state tried to get disqualified, arguing they were going to rebut testimony that the state never even introduced. The judge did not buy it, allowed the defense experts, and they are expected, as Kim suggests, to bolster the defense argument that valuing real estate is more art than science. We heard that from former President Trump when he took the stand, that he can just look at a building, look at its location, look at its size, look at its potential, and understand the value, that he didn't need a formal assessment to determine what his properties were worth.
So, Kim, the judge has already decided that the Trumps used fraudulent documents to conduct business, or fraudulent numbers at least. So what is the defense fighting for now?
Fighting to not have to pay back up to $250 million in ill-gotten gains. And also, Letitia James, the Attorney General, has asked for essentially an injunction, an order barring Donald Trump from doing business in New York. And I think also they're trying to make a record for appeal. They're going to appeal all of this. And I think that's also the reason why the judge is rejecting the efforts to keep some testimony out, because he wants to give him a fair trial.
All right, senior investigative reporter Aaron Katersky at the New York City courthouse, and contributor Kim Whaley, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.